behalf of the municipality of East Hants and council, I'd like to welcome you all here. It's a great event, and family literacy is something that is very dear to my heart. When I was growing up, I was diagnosed that I had a learning disability, but it just turned out that I was deaf. And when I was in grade 3, my grade 3 teacher actually took me aside and redid all the work from primary up to grade 3 again, and I've been an avid reader ever since. And, so literacy is something very important, and I'm glad to see that we're here. Anyway, I'm not going to keep very long, but I'm going to introduce Norman Mitchell, who is the council of Brownsdale, and he sits on the library board, and Mr. Norman Mitchell.
Good morning. Thanks for coming. I am the chair of the Colchester-East Regional Library Board, and it's an honor to address you this morning. When I was looking at literacy in the dictionary, something that had to do with reading and writing. What a wonderful place to come to the library to fulfill that goal. As a retired school teacher, when I see students, and I see some here this morning, from my teaching days, I ask them how school's going, how their family is, and so on. So I'm always pushing reading and writing. What a great way to learn information. If you travel with your children and they begin to read and write, get them to read the highway signs. Easy way to start. If you're the map reader and you're the navigator to get someplace, you have to be able to read. What I don't see today is a lot of cursive writing. So when I write cursively, I have to sometimes remember that students of today aren't reading cursive, so I have to probably read to them. If they receive a letter from a grandparent that's written cursively, then it has to be interpreted. But the library is a wonderful place to go. It doesn't discriminate, doesn't matter male or female, doesn't matter your status in life. You walk through the door and you're a library person. You come to borrow something that's going to fulfill your life, to add to your life. When you come to the door, you're greeted with a smile at all our libraries across the province. It's a wonderful place just to come and hang out. Meet your friends. Share a book. Write a note. Pass it along. I'll meet you after. So please enjoy your day. Meet new friends. Grab a book. Sit down. And make sure that you're saying to your library people that work here, thank you. Because we need to keep reading and writing as a society. So enjoy your day. Thank you. I want to start with the Adult Education Division, Lloyd and Advanced Education, and she's located in Truro.
Thank you, Normal. Welcome, everybody. Today is, can you hear me okay? Don't we have wonderful acoustics for the fiddle music? We're lucky today to have with us Kimberly Holmes and her husband Skip, who, if you arrived a little bit earlier, were providing some lovely music as you entered the foyer of the Matheson building today. So we're happy to have you here, January 27th, 2014, to celebrate our provincial Family Literacy Day. And I would like to introduce the guests who will just be having a few things to say this morning, just to keep family literacy in our mind and at the forefront of our thoughts today as we enjoy each other's company and some food and some music and some books. And I'm sure that you'll enjoy the time here today. To your left is your MLA from Hants, Margaret Miller. Beside her is Nicholas Orchard, the manager from the Adult Education Division, Labor Advanced Education. And at the end is Carol McDougall, who is the Executive Director of Read to Me. On my other side is Tammy Burke, the Executive Director of the East Hants Community Learning Association. And beside her is Brittany Slade from the Mommy to Be program. And is it Eric? Emerson. Yeah. I'm not sure how how much Emerson is going to speak today, but he is more than welcome to come. I would like now to introduce to you, to bring remarks on behalf of the Department of Labor and Education, Ms. Margaret Nelson.
Good morning, everyone. Thanks so much for coming. It's certainly a pleasure when Kelly Regan's department asked me to come in her stead today. I was absolutely thrilled. I have been such an avid reader all of my life, and as a teenager, my wealth was measured in the size of my bookshelf. You know, and my dad would go to an auction sale and he would come home with boxes of books for me, and I just thought I had everything. Because when you have books, you have the world. And I don't think that changes too much. And actually later on, I think it was 2010 or 2011, actually wrote a book called The Gift, and they actually have that here. So, you know, it doesn't just go for reading, it's also for writing, and it's wonderful. So again, you know, thank you so much for coming. I'm so pleased to be here on behalf of the Labor and Advanced Education Minister, Kelly Regan. And I know that she's sorry she can't be here herself. It's great to see so many people come together to celebrate Family Literacy Day. Over the years, I've spent countless hours reading to my kids. You know, I remember when the kids were really small, I would be sitting on the couch, and I'd have 3 of them in 3 years, and each of them would have a book down to 2-year-old. He didn't know much of what he was seeing, but he loved the pictures, and it just became convention in our house always to sit and read. And now I'm thrilled to be able to do the same thing with my grandchildren. I know how important literacy is to future successes, and just as all of you do. Success in school and broadening job perspectives are certainly important lessons to improve literacy. But the stories that really resonate, or at least with me, are those of a mother who can help her children with their homework, or of a grandfather who can read a favorite bedtime story to his grandchild. The people here today who have made lifelong learning their lifelong passion must find days like today even more rewarding to know the positive effect you've had on so many people. So thank you so much for all you do. A more literate community benefits us all. It means more opportunities for better jobs, which means a stronger economy, which is good for families, communities, and the whole province. Of course, no one would benefit from the many wonderful family literacy programs without our essential partners. Groups like the Halifax Youth Foundation that administers the Important Family Learning Initiative Endowment Fund, or the Family Literacy Grant and Read to Me programs. And of course, our many family resource centers, learning associations, and public libraries all across the province. Is there anything like walking into a library? If you're a lover of books, it's the best place in the world. And I can tell you, going into, as an MLA, walking into Province House and seeing all the different venues, seeing, you know, the changes, seeing the red room, that I got excited when I went into the library. So if you ever get a chance to go to the library in Province House, it certainly is welcome, or it certainly is worth the effort. But I'm so proud of all the work we do with so many wonderful organizations to promote and encourage family literacy. I'm especially proud of the Nova Scotians, people like Brittany, who we'll hear from in a few minutes, who have embraced literacy and taken such brave steps for herself and for her son. Now I'd like to read a proclamation on behalf of Premier Stephen McNeil. Whereas January the 27th is recognized in Canada as National Family Literacy Day, and whereas the Government of Nova Scotia is committed to supporting family literacy as part of a comprehensive approach to developing literacy at all levels, from birth and the early years through to adulthood. And whereas the Government of Nova Scotia recognizes the value of literacy in the family and the importance of parents as their children's first teachers, therefore be it resolved that I, Stephen McNeil, Premier of Nova Scotia, proclaim January 27, 2014 as Family Literacy Day in the province of Nova Scotia. Thank you for including me in this wonderful celebration, and I hope that you enjoy the readings and presenters. It's now my pleasure to introduce to you Maggie Hope Simpson, who will be doing a proclamation. Hold on a second.
Maintenant, la proclamation pour la journée de l'alphabétisation familiale. Attendu que l'Organisation des Nations Unies a déclaré la décennie de 2003-2012 comme la décennie pour l'alphabétisation et que le 27 janvier est retenu au Canada comme la journée nationale de l'alphabétisation familiale, et attendu que le gouvernement de la Nouvelle-Écosse s'engage à appuyer l'alphabétisation familiale dans le cadre de l'approche globale pour le développement de l'alphabétisation à tous les niveaux, de la naissance et la petite enfance jusqu'à l'âge adulte, et attendu que le gouvernement de la Nouvelle-Écosse reconnaît l'importance de l'alphabétisation dans la famille et l'importance des parents comme premiers enseignants de leurs enfants. Par conséquent, qu'il soit résolu que je, Stephen McNeill, Premier ministre de la Nouvelle-Écosse, proclame le 27 janvier 2014 comme la journée de l'alphabétisation familiale dans la province de la Nouvelle-Écosse. Stephen McNeill, Premier ministre de la Nouvelle-Écosse. It's a pleasure to introduce Carol McDougall, the ex-director of Read to Me.
Good morning. I'm absolutely delighted to be here this morning to celebrate Family Literacy Day. This is a very special day for Read to Me. Our program was launched on Family Literacy Day in 2002, and today we celebrate 12 years of bringing books and families together. Read to Me is a nonprofit program which provides a free bag of books and reading resources at the hospital bedside to the family of every baby born in Nova Scotia. To fund the program for future generations, we're building an endowment fund and have received generous support from the province of Nova Scotia, including annual funding from the Department of Labour and Advanced Education to help us support early learning in Nova Scotia. Close to 10,000 families a year receive the Read to Me bag of books and reading resources. And this year, we're going to reach a very important milestone. We will, this year, deliver the 100,000 Read to Me bag. Imagine, just close your eyes for a moment and imagine 100,000 families cuddled up together, sharing the joy of books and reading. The benefits of reading go beyond the joy of sharing books together. When you read with your child, you're setting a strong foundation of lifelong reading and lifelong learning. There's a saying that the two most important things that a parent can give their child are roots and wings. When you read to your child, you give them wings, and oh, the places they'll go with books. Families often come to the Read to Me program for recommendations of great books to read to babies, and so today we're marking Family Literacy Day with our newest resource for families, the Read to Me 50 Best Books for Babies list. The 50 Best Books for Babies list is a carefully selected list of books for babies from birth to 2 years of age. And we have 50 Best Books posters to share with families today, and you can also see the poster on our website at readtome.ca. Also, along with the list, we have created a printable checklist, so you can just take the little checklist with you to your bookstore or library. And today I'd like to extend a special thanks to the Nova Scotia Provincial Library, who have generously purchased sets of the 50 best books for babies for each of the systems all across the province. So, and be sure to visit your local public library and borrow these books for your children. And be sure to visit us. We have a table at the back, so pick up your free poster, and we have copies of the 50 best books for you to have a look at. I would now like to invite Tanya Burke, the Executive Director of East Hants Community Learning Association, to say a few remarks. Tanya? today. On behalf of the Board of Directors, staff, and participants of the East Hants Community Learning Association, I would like to extend our gratitude to the Adult Education Division, the Department of Labor and Advanced Education, for presenting our organization with the opportunity to host today's Provincial Family Literacy Day ceremony. Our Family Literacy Program is a unique and very valuable piece of the programs and services currently being delivered in East Hants. 5 years ago, the Family Literacy Program started as a small program, but has certainly grown over time. The successes of our family literacy programs have experienced, however, depend on two very important partnerships. The first is our ability to fully engage our partnership with the East Hants Family Resource Center. The second is the guidance, support, and advice we receive from Donna McGilvery, our Adult Regional Education Coordinator. Through these partnerships, we are able to prepare to deliver quality family literacy programs as well as connect with our East Hants families. When I think about our family literacy program, I see what a great program is being offered, but I also see it has not yet realized its full potential. When I think about the young parents who attend our family literacy programs and take advantage of the opportunity to improve their education through these programs, I see they're not just interested in improving their education for themselves, but also for their families. When parents are working toward achieving their education, they position themselves to become more employable, to become better able to make informed decisions, and to be better able to navigate and advocate for themselves and their families. While our family literacy program continues to grow, I see we've only scratched the surface on what the program can become. For example, last year we registered a young, soon-to-be mom and dad to our Mommy to Be program and learned that neither had completed their education. Before the program ended, both registered for an adult learning program with East Hants Community Learning Association. Recently, we registered a new mom to one of our family literacy programs. This mom has 3 young children, has not completed high school, and is barriered by both childcare and transportation. Through our family literacy program, she's able to attend Little Treasures and further her education with the support of one of our qualified instructors. Without this program, she wouldn't have the opportunity to further these skills. In fact, in a few moments, we're going to hear from one of our moms, Brittany Slade, who's going to tell us a bit about her experience attending family literacy programming. We know the need for family literacy programming exists, and the population in East Hants continues to rise. So I'm thrilled to be here today to be part of hosting this wonderful event and to take the opportunity to celebrate the great programming being offered to local families both in East Hants and across the province. I am aware that there is more work to be done and look forward to continuing to work to meet the learning needs of our families in East Hants. Thank you all again for coming today, and I'll now ask Wendy to come forward.
My name is Brittany. I'm 19 years old. My son's 4 months old. I moved here to East Hants from Cape Breton about 2 years ago. And when I found out I was pregnant, I didn't know much about what I could take for programs. So when I found out about the Mommy to Be program, me and my boyfriend signed up right away. We learned a lot about how to have a healthy pregnancy, where we could go for support if we needed it, and how to take care of our baby. So during the program, Kathy and Sarah encouraged me to get my education, and then after I had my baby, it became increasingly important to me. So they got me into the Little Treasures program as soon as I was ready. So I now go once a week, and I learn with Jean. I'm going to start attending night classes and start to take my GED. So young moms can be good moms too, but we need help from programs like these. And I feel like I'm going to have a bright future now. So if I have a bright future, then my son's probably going to have one too. So thank you.
I can't imagine at that young age being able to deliver such pointed remarks. I think Brittany deserves a second hand. Lynn Wells-Orchard just to present a thank you to Brittany and a few remarks.
Brittany, I'd like to do this as an appreciation for coming today and for telling us your story and wish all the best of luck here with you. Good morning. I want to thank all of you for your participation in our provincial recognition of Family Literacy Day. Warden Smith and Councillor Mitchell, this is a lovely venue for such a celebration, and we appreciate your invitation to move our machines around and set up tables and displays. Thank you for allowing me to feel quite at home. I want to thank the Public Library for their invitations to the authors who are participating today, for organizing children's activities while our remarks are taking place, and for their ideas contributing to the success of this day. Labor and Advanced Education is delighted once again this year to partner with Read to Me. We appreciate their participation in helping to plan such an important occasion. What a tremendous gift it is to provide every baby born in this province with books. Thank you for also contributing some of the books that will be used as prizes later this morning. Thank you, Carolyn. Thank you to Emily Margaret Miller for your remarks, recognizing the excellent work being done to foster family literacy throughout the province. Outstanding programs and partnerships supporting family literacy are particularly evident today in East Hants. East Hants Community Learning Association and the East Hants Family Resource Center have created an effective partnership to support families by providing the necessary information and supports we all need as we meet the challenges of parenthood, and by making it possible for parents to contribute toward what is hopefully a path of lifelong learning. Most especially, I want to thank Brittany for conveying your thoughts about why it's important that you found such wonderful programs, resources, and people that support literacy, learning, and good health here in East Hants. I wish you the very best, Brittany, as you work toward your GED. Thank you to our adult education staff who helped toward the success of this happy event. I'd like to particularly thank my colleagues Donna McGillivray and Susan McGregor, her assistant, for making sure that today's event was the most successful. Thank you both. Susan? Sorry, Susan. We really do work as a team, and so whether it is finding a way to support a program that is needed, or planning time to recognize valuable programming, as we are doing here today, it is always done with the help of many hands. We've had the benefits of enjoying great music from Kimberly Holmes. How talented you are, Kimberly, and how fortunate for us that you were able to share your talent with us today. As you prepare to play the next few tunes, I invite all our guests and those in attendance to greetings presented by Jane Peters and Lindy George. They are well known to most of you already as published children's authors. They will be doing selected readings just inside the library, and I understand there may be draws for some of their books. Please pick up some refreshments here in the foyer and make your way right into the library for the next part of the celebration. You can take your food and drink with you as you enjoy the author readings. Please take note of the fabulous cake that's at the back today. It's a shame to cut it. It looks so nice. I hope some people took some pictures of it. Thank you to the baker who did that cake. Thanks to everyone for coming and for helping to make Family Literacy Day in Nova Scotia and Elmsdale a memorable occasion. Thank you.
in a few minutes, and please help yourself to the refreshments, as I mentioned. We're going to post the proclamations that MLA Margaret Miller and Lady Hope Simpson read. It's one proclamation, not proclamations. The proclamation in French and in English will be posted at the library. And it might be interesting, if you have not seen what an official proclamation looks like, you might want to have a look as you're enjoying your cake and the music and the author readings. Take a look at the proclamation. Please enjoy yourselves the rest of the night.